Everybody, we're going to do some styling today. So we're going to introduce this particular sport coat. We're going to do some styling with it. I love this particular sport coat because it is probably the most beautiful sport coat in the collection this year. Like, there are a lot of garments that are like, they're handsome, they're good looking, they're rugged, they're interesting, they're rakish, but there aren't that many garments that you'd be like, oh, that's a beautiful garment. And you know, like, kind of what is it that projects or implies the word like, oh, this is beautiful, right? For me, it's things where the material just feels very, very refined. Like you look at it and you're like, oh, it's a very luxurious, beautiful thing. And then it's also something in the color, like the color has to be quite subtle and like there's something a little bit that you can't put your finger on, but when you see it in person, you're like, damn, okay, that is a really beautiful thing. I've expressed that terribly, but I hope I got the point across. So this is 100% cashmere. It's in a really unusual configuration of Prince of Wales because it is pale gray on medium gray. Normally when you do this sort of thing, they tend to be much higher contrast color schemes, but this is very low contrast. And it's super light. It's done in our Model 3. It's done as our Model 3, which is a Southern Italian inspired model. So everything is soft, soft in the shoulders, soft in the chest. We do these half-lined. Oh, I have completely, there we go. We do these half-lined, so it's self-lined in the front part and then nothing on the back. This will easily carry you through spring, but you know, if you layer it up, it can be reasonably warm. And let's have a look at how we put this thing together. So you know, what's interesting about this pale gray, right, is it gives you a lot of opportunity to play with like deeper colors, right? Normally you tend to have a deeper color for the sport coat and then you have like lighter colors for the trousers. Here it's the reverse. Like let's start with something that's like very kind of holiday party, dressy, appropriate. So we got charcoal trousers, as so. Now the charcoal trouser, as you can see, is already sitting pretty nicely with that. What do you do on top, right? Tons of things you can do on top. Of course, you can put a white shirt with it. If you were to put a white shirt with it, I would suggest thinking about some like really strong colors for accessories. You could go very monochrome, so just black on white, on pale gray on charcoal, and then you wear that with a dark colored Oxford, like a black Oxford. Or you could have a little more fun with it, you know, something like an olive green or dark purple, like, oh sorry, forest green, not in dark purple. Like these could be really nice ways to just add a little bit of pop of color to the color scheme. And in such a case, I would probably go with a brown suede that's a little bit more, it's neutral, but a little bit less severe than a black calf, right? All right, moving on. Let's say you don't want to do the charcoal trouser. You want to have a little more fun with color. Well, I'll show you some other interesting colors. If I can just get that hung back up. Check this out. This is really nice, dark brown corduroy. You know, the pale gray is such a neutral canvas. You can add a lot of things on top of it. Like that pale gray, that brown corduroy really looks lovely as well. And you know, with that sort of thing, if you wanted to stay quite saturated, of course you could do a dark blue denim shirt like that. Or even, a little bit unusual, but like pale gray, dark gray, and then the cord pant. I think that'd be pretty cool too. Sure, and give you another idea in the cord world. Purple. Really, really kind of plumish purple. Nice too, huh? I like that. Like the pale gray just sits so well with these strong colors, you know, kind of enriches these colors and makes them feel much less loud, surprisingly. You know, strong, but not too loud. This I kind of like together. I think it's kind of interesting. This is a new CQP sneaker that we just brought in, and it's in this kind of taupe color, but it looks nice against the purple. I think that's an interesting choice if you wanted to wear something a little bit more fun and casual. Otherwise, this Carmina dark brown loafer, always, always, always a safe and easy choice. And for this, again, actually, I do like that charcoal turtleneck. I think that's really cool. Or if you wanted to layer it up a little bit more, you could do something like this. Camel hair waistcoat. And then back once again with that white shirt. So you just got a little bit of that camel peeking out up here by the chest. And then you got the white shirt on top of all of that. And this would be a great opportunity again to like put a necktie back in just to add a little bit more detail to it. Alrighty. What if you wanted to make something that is a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more casual? Two things. I really like the idea of this. Like if I wanted to go really light in colors, I think actually a pale cream color like this is really interesting. See, like this gray is so neutral that it doesn't fight with this cream. You know, it feels like, oh, okay, well, I look at this gray now, and it almost feels like it's a warm gray, not a cool gray. So I could sit it next to this cream trouser. For a shirt to go with that, I actually like the idea of being very, like using all pale colors. Do a white polo shirt, and since I got another pair of CQP handy, a pair of white CQPs too. I think that would be really interesting. And so all just like very pale shades all together. Or could definitely go also with a navy polo like that. See, and all of a sudden, like you put this navy against this gray, and now the gray feels a little bit cooler. I like those three together too. I would probably still stick with the white sneaker. I just feel like once you have a polo shirt and a light pair of trousers, like a sneaker is a good place to go. But of course, if you want brown suede, always safe. All right, one last one for you guys. Navy trousers. That's our navy sport chino. Excuse me. That is our washable chino. Something very nice about those things together there. And for this, tone on tone is kind of interesting, like that. You know, with all of these dark navies, I feel so inclined to put the white sneaker back again. Or, if I was going to be a little dressy about it, I'd put the brown suede cap toe. And then you could still go back to that white polo shirt, if I can find it. Ooh, actually, yeah, there we go. So go back to that white polo shirt. That's a nice, smart, casual winter outfit. Long sleeve, of course. Alrighty, I hope that gives you guys a few ideas of what you could do with a pale gray sport coat like this, especially one that's kind of quite as refined as this. If you're interested, many of these items, if not all these items, are available on our website. And if you have any other ideas for like how you could put an outfit together with around this pale gray sport coat, please let us know in the comments. All right, thanks for watching.